Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust there's a message you are meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. If you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. And if you're interested in a personal reading, please check out my website, www.shapeshiftingphoenixtarot.com. I would like to remind everybody that this reading will not resonate with everybody, but hopefully you get something out of it if you do listen. And if you do, that means, that you were supposed to listen and get something out of it. So that's awesome. What else did I want to say? Oh, masculine, feminine energy. So I talk about divine masculine, divine feminine. Masculine doesn't mean male necessarily, and feminine doesn't necessarily mean a female. So feel free to exchange the energies, use what is relevant, take what's relevant, leave the rest. You can switch the characters around. However this resonates for you, trust that you're interpreting it correctly. So let's see what's going on. First off, I feel like there's a masculine energy coming through. Somebody who is going through some challenges. I feel like you're bored, and I feel like you have a lot of options in front of you if you were just to open your eyes. So it feels like currently, divine masculine, it feels like you are stuck in an unhappy space, an unhappy headspace, heart space. You are partaking in some, you're overindulging in some addictions, maybe drugs, alcohol, smoking, maybe. And it feels like you are feeling judged. It seems you're feeling judged. You are annoyed, bored, and feeling aloof, like bored, like nothing is interesting you. Even if there was stuff going on, you're bored with being who you are, and you're bored with where you are. And I feel like that is there's an internal shift that needs to take place here if you're going to find happiness. The Judgment card comes up. This card represents judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution, renewal, and revival. Also, reward for past karma. So this, I feel, is your angels encouraging you to get in tune with your inner self, your higher self. Sitting with yourself quietly and just focusing on your breathing can really help you get in touch with yourself by focusing on your breathing and letting your thoughts go, letting things go. It frees your mind, I guess. It frees your heart. It frees your energy up, and it allows for other ideas to flow in. If you can get rid of that negative chit chat, it doesn't even have to be negative, because it doesn't necessarily feel like you are berating yourself, but there's this negative chit chat it's just really busy in there and in your brain, in your head, and it is exhausting you. The King of Wands in reverse, impulsive, hasty, ruthless human being, someone with high expectations. You have a lot of choices that you are being offered right now. You're being tempted by a female energy. Three of Cups comes up, so that's love, celebration, friendship, creativity, community. So that you have a lot of things that you can focus on. You have a great community, some great neighbors, you have a lovely family. I feel like you're the King of Wands here in reverse. So you are really placing high expectations on your partner, your future partner. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is your future partner. But I feel like you're on different pages because you are, you just have these high expectations, whereas the Queen is a warm, cheerful person who's very busy and working on her own life, working on making her life better. And there's this, the Two of Wands comes up, so there's this possible partnership. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like the two of you are going to get together if you weren't already, but I feel like you're going to get together. This Two of Wands has you ending up in the same spot, but maybe taking a different path on the same journey alongside each other, ending up at the same spot. And that is your, these birds represent freedom, spiritual freedom. It's a message of freedom, a message of doing what's best for you, but also what's best for this relationship. This, I think it's your twin flame relationship that's coming through here, because there is a lot of love. So between the two of you, the King of Cups, emotional balance and control and generosity, there's an unconditional love between the two of you. There is balance when you come in together, when you come into union together. The Two of Pentacles, balance, adaptability, time management, making each other a priority in your lives that's something that you're not used to, is wanting to make somebody else a priority in your life. And you're also not used to somebody caring for you enough to make you a priority, and someone who really loves you unconditionally. You're not used to that. Because you have been treated poorly by past partners. The Ten of Swords here, disappointment, failed plans, defeat, crisis, betrayal, endings, loss. It's all that's your past. I feel like that's why maybe you are in this addiction. Maybe that's why you're feeling aloof and bored. You're not being stimulated in a positive way. And I think the boredom has come in with the addiction. It's like you're done with it. You're over it. You don't really know how to move on. And you're feeling weak. The Strength card in reverse is here, weakness. self-doubt, lack of self-discipline, and lack of motivation. Which is funny because I feel like you want to do something, but you're unmotivated. And maybe that is because of this addiction. So you feel, so it's an addiction and you feel like drawn to doing this, whatever it is, taking part in whatever it is. And then when you do take part, it isn't satisfying you the way that it used to. It is no longer serving you, and you don't know how to quit. And for sure, it's hard. Wow. I just realized the Four of Cups came up twice in reverse. Boredom, missed opportunity, being aloof. So your angels and ancestors are encouraging you to not take things more seriously, but to be grateful and appreciate the things that you have in your life. I feel like your addiction comes out of a place of lack, a place of wanting more and feeling negatively in the way that you're not getting what you want. It's like you are looking for immediate gratification, and when you don't get it, you get frustrated, angry, bored, and you go back to this addiction. The moon in reverse, your ancestors want you to release the fear that comes with losing the security of this addiction. Addictions come from, your addiction has come from a place of lack of control in your own life or lack of control of others. But what you don't realize is that you can't control others, and it is necessary for you to let that go if you're going to be happy in life. Your expectations and your tendency to want to control other people is holding you back from making meaningful connections and relationships. This addiction that you have is another thing that creates it keeps people at an arm's length from you, and that is how you have been protecting yourself. And you feel like your addiction is your protection. It's what's keeping you safe. It's your boundaries. But you actually need to put boundaries in place with yourself in order to stop leaning on this crutch. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a message of there's a message of lack. It's like you don't have enough, you're not focused enough on getting in touch with yourself. You have forgotten how important it is to accept yourself with all your perceived faults, whoever thinks they're faults, but really, I mean, it's just you, right? I mean, nobody's perfect, and so you're perfect the way you are, and your divine masculine knows this. And see, she's just working on her own thing because she knows that by bringing her own frequency up, bringing her energy levels up, that she is going to ascend sort of to the next level on her spiritual path, which is kind of going to leave you in the dust. But The thing is, everybody has their own path. And I feel like you two are joined here and you're just, going off in your own directions for a little while. She is going off this way, you're going off this way, but eventually you're going to meet and have that unconditional connection, that unconditional love. But again, it's very important for you to take stock of your life and what it is that you find positive in your life. What do you appreciate? What do you have gratitude for? And, it feels like there's something missing. It feels like there's a bit of a hole in your chest, and I don't know if that is from these bad relationships that you'd had before, these bad feelings, the non-trusting feelings where you're feeling like you're being taken advantage of, you're feeling like or you just have been betrayed. But I feel like you need to even write it down, the things that you're grateful for every day. Do you know, I set an alarm for myself so that at 4 o'clock every day I get a message on my phone that says, what are you grateful for? This might be something that would work for you, and be sure though to write it down in a little notebook or something. Go to the dollar store, get a little notebook, and write these things down so that when you're thinking, oh my God, my life is so terrible, horrible, I'm gonna, do some drugs or whatever, try to then maybe revisit your little notebook that has all this list, of all these things that you're grateful for. And it might be hard for you to remember to do this at first. And really that's your challenge right now, is to acknowledge when you're not appreciating things, and to turn it around so that you're putting the proper energy out into the world. If you are putting out an energy of gratitude and positivity and love, then that's what you're going to get back. If you're putting out an attitude of my life sucks and I'm bored and I want to get high, well, then that's kind of what you're going to get back into your life, just like a dog's lunch of mismatched, negative, toxic energy coming right back at you. So if you choose to be happy in this life, which I hope you do, it's way better than being miserable. But I know you feel like you don't deserve to be happy, and I don't really know how to change your mind on that, but I hope that you realize how important you are to the people around you and how important your light is to the world. We all have this special gift within us, a bright light, and the ability to love and to send that love out. And that is amazing. And if you can tap into that, if you can understand that you're special, you're a divine being, and you have some gifts that can help other people, that's going to take you to a place where you appreciate yourself and your talents, and you listen more to your intuition, and slowly, this addiction will be less soothing. And when you're high or drunk or whatever, it's not going to be any fun anymore, because you're going to realize that it's detrimental to your happiness and to your success in life. So let's see what your ancestors have, what sort of message they have for you today, wisdom and guidance. Right now, too, with the holidays, it's kind of hard. Number one, it's hard because people really overindulge in a lot of things. And it's also hard because a lot of people are not with their families this year. And so there's depression, isolation, loneliness, and then this addiction on top of it. It's tough times. And we're all feeling it. You can feel it in the air. And so let's just see if we can get a little bit of maybe a perspective shift or something more positive to focus on, as opposed to what we don't have, what you don't have in life. Let's see what they have to say here anyways. The Spirit of Love. I love this card. All right, the Spirit of Love. I'm the Spirit of Love. I surround you at every moment of your life and touch every aspect of your being. I can guide you, transform you, turn your life upside down. I permeate everything around you, and I enable you to relate more positively to the life you live, to those who share it with you, and to the greater forces with which you interact. I am abstract and personal, distant and direct. My power is everywhere and transcends everything it touches. Love has evolved through countless forms of expression down the ages. Yet, at its heart, there is something timeless and universal. The heart knows its own wisdom and often bewilders us with its sudden changes of direction. The Spirit of Love helps us to understand one of the most vital energies that drive our world. Represented here as an abstract figure, this spirit opens its arms in an all-encompassing embrace. In the same way, we should allow our own love to flow, passionately and without censor or discrimination. Only through loving deeply will we be loved in return. So again, putting that energy out to get the same back. Love, this card can be interpreted as love in every aspect, human and divine. Transformation, reversal, betrayal, enlightenment, warmth, courage, belief, transcendence, longing, and fulfillment. So I see betrayal in here. I think it's important for you to work through the pain of the past hurts and humiliations and shame. It's important for you to reconcile those feelings within you that are holding you back and keeping you down and keeping you sad and making it difficult for you to look forward to the future and have some hope and believe that you are worth love, you are worth being loved, you deserve it. And honestly, I believe you are love. I believe we are all love, the manifestation of love in this universe. So take that for what it is, hey? Anyway, I do truly hope that you that you are able to change your perspective towards yourself and to learn to appreciate what it is that you bring to the table. Learn to appreciate what you are, just as you are, just being. And don't put any pressure on yourself. You are a divine being. You are love. You are perfect just the way you are and deserving of everything good, including having a wonderful day today. So I hope that you do that. Thank you so much for listening. Keep breathing, you guys. I love you. Namaste.